Hopefully the shit there break. How many episodes?
We have 5 seconds. Okay, one's come on. One's saying that we're on. One's saying no.
Shut up, cat.
One's what saying we're on?
It says not connected yet. 5 seconds. Okay, one's come on.
All right, I've got everything going okay on this end. So you just whenever you get radio lined up and running, we'll intro in.
Oh yeah, I gotta mute that.
All right, and here we are on another wonderful Wednesday. This is the Angry Dandelion Show. As normal, I'm one of your hosts, Thumpin' Loud, joined as always by Sewn Together and Super Kami Guru. We are the Angry Dandelion. That was funny. I stopped it, started it, and it was like instant on.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, little moment there at the beginning of the show, guys, but it looks like we've got it all worked out now. Seems to be pretty stable over there too. Good connection. I'm liking it. Big shout out to our new broadcast software that we're running for the first time over here, Rocket Broadcaster, because old butt wanted to be a pain in the butt. I ain't taking it no more. So simpler times have arrived.
I'm getting dropped frames.
No.
I'm not sure.
And obviously, we're still having problems with the other thing.
XSplit, we know that our tech guru over here, Sewn, actually sat down for a couple hours with the guy. You ain't got where's the good headphones, man?
The misses.
I dropped the
We
bit
don't-
rate a bit, and that may help. I think the boy's
All right.
watching some YouTube on his phone, so eating up some bandwidth, Still got drop frames though.
Well, that's all right. We'll get it sorted out over there.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
I spent a few hours with tech support. Stop telling me YouTube is where I'm getting the drop frames, which is really weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say because everything looks pretty decent over on Facebook. We did just get a little bit of a lag spike there, but
Yeah, we got a lag spike on YouTube for a second there too, but that was about it. Everything else looks clean.
I'm watching. Doesn't look like anything's dropping for right now. I've got us turned down to about 1,000 kilobyte bit rate.
yeah, it's usually pretty solid at about that.
Especially considering we're going out to two sources. I've got a kid streaming YouTube in his room through Wi-Fi, and
Let's not challenge our bandwidth.
Drop frames detected. No. Not again.
Let's not test our bandwidths now.
Yeah. But that's all right. I'm looking at getting a better router. That's actually what I've been doing for like the last 2 hours is researching routers.
I thought you were broke already. I thought you already blew that load.
I am. Well, I'm
thought you blew that load.
I'm credit card debt free. I got new tires.
Yeah, he's got PC parts on the way to continue the rebuild that he's working with.
Yep. So
it looks good so far, but he's got some stuff he wanted to readjust. So.
Yep, larger reservoir tube, and I don't like this one bend. Actually, there's a few I don't like, so I'm gonna redo all my bends. But
yeah,
one really bothers me, so I'm gonna add a 90-degree dual rotary fitting and clean that up a good bit. Plus, then
it's that OCD.
Well, I'm also adding 5 more fans, so.
Ooh.
I'll have, because now I have a 360 mil rad up top, 360 mil rad in the back, because I upgraded to the Leon Lee PCO 11 dynamic case. And then I'll have 3 intake fans
It's a sexy box, and he got a sexy part for his sexy box.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
Pretty. It is pretty.
The other part hasn't arrived yet, has it?
I'm not gonna get that.
Oh, come on.
I gotta drill out rivets, man, and I don't want to start modding the case that I just bought. Maybe next year I'll go that route. Plus, I was reading the specifics on it, and they say they prefer you to have certain like ASUS motherboards for everything to line up properly. So I'd end up having to put bins back in.
Oh.
So for now, I'm gonna stick with hardline tubing in the EK X Res Revo 140 some shit like that.
Right.
But she looks good. So she'll look a little bit better.
Guru, actually, if you got the opportunity to pull up Discord over there, and you can scroll back through some of the photos, and he's got staging of like the progress as he went through it.
Or just
already ahead of you.
Or just check my Facebook.
Yeah, that too.
I'm just going to pull up Discord because I haven't hopped on here at all for a while because last couple of days I've been spending a lot more time with the little one. Yesterday I wound up going to lunch at her school with her grandmother, which was interesting, but it was pretty fun.
I bet it was a good time. Yeah, well, you missed the 2-day conversation that we had in the announcement channel that Sohn had to delete.
Yeah, we were talking in the announcements on the Discord.
Yeah, just
so whatever.
Oops.
Like debate or whatever, like the last issue that we had,
well, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because there was a couple deleted posts.
Oh man,
because we liked them.
Oh.
That was pretty funny.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Plus, that
was a good night.
Plus, living in based income apartments, you know how that goes. My annual inspection, so I've had to go hardcore mother hen up in this BITCH.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Guru been in full effect, huh? Oh hey, did you talk to AK today?
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while.
He hit me up to join him at an Xbox party, but I was like, come on, man, I'm in Discord.
I've had the console on all day. Like, I've been bouncing back and forth between the two games I've been mainly playing, and nobody's been really hitting me up or anything,
what is up? What have you been playing? Let's start there with you this evening.
So I used to, back in the day, play Trove, which is basically, for anybody that doesn't know anything about it, it's pretty much like a Minecraft, like dungeon delve type of game. So they just came out with like U10, which was a big update. Kind of made some of us old veterans, because I used to be, for the class I play, because they have like 15 classes you can play, and I play as a gunslinger, which you dual wield pistols, obviously, and you do massive damage. I used to be like top 200 for my class. Pretty much they came up with this giant update. Chris was like, oh, you got to come over here and freaking play it, which is antisocial for anybody that hasn't listened or anything else like that, because we technically have two Chris's that we all kind of chat with. Freaking was like, yo, you need to hop on here and try this out. So I hopped on there. Yeah.
We're not gonna call. I'm not calling him antisocial anymore. He's just Trucks.
Or Bird.
Mostly Trucks. I mean, yes, he does have his fair share of birds, but
yeah, and then you also hear the highway in the background, which he swears he doesn't live anywhere remotely close to one. Which
I am telling you, it sounds like he lives right at a red light, or a stop sign, because you'll just hear something come up, and then it's like it stops, and then you hear it go again. It's like, what the hell? Kind of combat zone you got going on over there? Somebody throwing bottle caps in the kitchen? What the hell?
It's not the pea cup today either. It's the peace cup.
Family just walked in. They're being rowdy.
Kicking in the door.
Mm-hmm.
Kabooyaka.
Bitch,
Hey,
I'm
tell
home.
it.
Where's
Good.
dinner?
Tell her to hand over those white headphones.
Let me see the white headphones.
Please.
Oh, Guru, I'm doing something just for you, buddy.
Give me 1 second and I'll continue whatever.
Okay.
All right. We'll give you a minute. Okay.
By the way, actually, we're getting a 1080p stream out to Facebook right now.
I see that. It is actually looking very good over there.
Yeah, got some things dialed in finally. What's sad is there was just one setting in XSplit that was fucking everything up. Other than when it froze up when I tried to launch it the first 2 times.
Well, I got to figure out how to.
They are working on a new build of XSplit. I did get that info from my personal tech support guy. Can't remember his name. I should probably remember his name and give him a shout out. But
I can hear you though.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Yeah, but we can hear it with no vibrate either. That's the important part. Up there, all of that works.
I don't like the sound quality though.
Man, you need to take
we
$40
do
and get yourself a headset. And I'm sure
between
all
the two
listeners out here like
between
listening to your beautiful voice.
Between these two, if I could take the sound quality from that, like the headphones, and just slap it in and take the mic part from this and add it, oh man, it would be beautiful. But unfortunately, Apple, love you to death sometimes, I swear to God, but hey, you're a piece of shit still.
Piece of
unofficial sponsor. What did you send me though?
Piece of poo-poo caca.
I did.
No, nobody sent you anything.
I'm getting something to make your quality of life better.
What's my quality of life better? A maid?
No, just here on the show.
A maid for him.
Yes.
I ordered a new keyboard with Razer yellow switches, so they're silent and linear.
Yep. No clicky.
God.
No clicky clacky at all.
No more of that.
That stuff is so annoying. But yeah, I started playing Trove again because they added this new update, which the thing that aggravates us the most is that anybody that is a new player can basically level up pretty quick, which is kind of new player friendly, which is nice. But the old gear that we used to have, which was like stellar gear, is now obsolete. So all of that stuff that we had was just like, oh yeah, you never had to touch that ever. It's like, oh, thanks. So I've been bouncing back and forth between Warframe and that. Warframe's kind of slowed down a little bit with content. Next month they're supposed to be coming out with some more content. This weekend they got a big event going on, so I'm going to be hopping back on there. But I've been pretty much bouncing between the two free games. I played Apex for like one match. I'm starting to feel kind of like sewn a little bit with the whole I'm just not vibing the first person shooters anymore. Like after Battlefield disappointed me so many times, I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, dude, I'm kind of over shooters a good bit. I mean, I've been playing Apex pretty steady, but I'm kind of over shooters. I think maybe I'm getting too old. My reaction time's getting too shitty. I'll blame it on that. And I'm fairly over the battle royale genre.
Oh, I'm sick and tired of that. If I hear
everything's got a battle royale, man. Everything.
Just about. Except for the a few of the games that I still
already announced that it's coming.
Yeah,
don't even get me started on that.
I'm waiting for Minecraft BR, man.
That's already a thing.
I was going to say that was already a thing.
God damn it, man! They already did it. Everything has it now. Fine then.
I was about to say they did that like
Super Mario BR.
They did that. How long ago, Thump? Did they come out with a battle royale for Minecraft?
Someone probably
they were
mod or something, I'd imagine.
Yes.
Yeah, and it wound up becoming a big old game type mode after that. because it was a big hit.
But for them, they didn't call it. It wasn't a battle royal. For them, it was Hunger Games.
Yeah.
That was the mod. It was the Hunger Games mod, and it did the same thing essentially. Go find loot and see who's the last to survive.
Well, Hunger Games is technically what started this whole battle royale
Kickoff.
technically.
Yeah. These words are true.
Ever since everybody saw those movies, they were like, "Oh, we want to do that in real life."
Japanese movie battle royale thing or something. Anyways, isn't that where
It was based off of a book.
Yeah, isn't that where PlayerUnknown got his whole inspiration for it to do the what was it, DayZ mod or some shit?
I think.
He started with
mod.
He started with the Arma mod, which became DayZ mod, which became DayZ standalone, like kind of stuff. Like he was part of the upgrowing of that, jumped from that over to H1Z1, and their studio got really weird, so he decided to make PUBG.
We'll show you all something real quick. Ignore
Your
the
bed?
mess.
That's a nice hat.
Ignore
I was
the
about to
mess.
say thanks.
Look at the
Look
stare.
what
He's
it
just
is.
staring at me, dude. I'm just getting stared down by my dog. He's like, "What the fuck you doing, man? I could go outside right
Just-
now. Just put me outside."
Just sitting in the corner, just staring, bro. Just.
Yeah.
He's like leaned all the way up too. Like, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Posted up, ready to attack.
He's like, I'm hiding behind the door. Dad, if anything comes in, it's not gonna get you. Or wait, it's not gonna get me.
Yeah.
It'll see
Yeah,
you
right.
first. It'll see you first, and I'll slide around the door when it comes in.
Right? I'll sneak right out the door. I'll get help. Like-
I'll
Yeah, dude,
hopefully I can.
Still just fucking.
Hopefully I remember to bark as I pass the kids' room.
No, he don't fucking. He rarely barks at shit. He barks
Hey,
at dumb stuff. He barks at other, like to talk to other dogs when he's outside. But other than
He's
that,
like-
he normally don't bark when people come up.
He's like, hey, other dogs, I'm still here. Yep, got these fuckers I'm still living with.
One day I'm gonna get free, and I'm gonna come bang the shit out of all of you. That's what.
So the LLO11Q is what you're getting?
Had
No. Tower.
case? He already got.
The water.
Oh, you're looking at. Are you looking at the
He's
waterway?
looking at the facial.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna get that, and actually, I don't have to get it from AliExpress and wait 35 days. I can get it for $105 from Performance PCs. I just don't think, dude. I don't want to drill out rivets on my brand new case.
I hear you. I hear you.
It looks super sick, and you have some nice clean runs. But you also, if you start looking at some of the images for that that front panel waterway, they're running.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right
40
now.
mil rads for it instead of the dual 360s, and I want as much cooling as I can possibly get.
Then just hook an AC unit up to your computer.
Guru, I had to get a new motherboard too.
Yeah.
Is that the reason why that one motherboard's right above that one? The tower pick for the waterway? Is that the motherboard that you got?
It's
No, that's Nick. That's Nick's waterboard. I mean, that's Nick's MOBA.
no, that's Nick's waterboard. Our good friend Nick, member of the Angry Dandelion, he's got himself a custom waterboard.
He does. He might as well.
He finds small animals and gets them to talk.
Oh, I bet. Oh,
Squirrel. Who do you work for? And where did these nuts come from?
Those are my nuts. Those are my nuts.
I mean, I like the neat little port that they have for the front of it and everything.
Oh,
You know.
dude, it's nice. It's cool.
But I definitely see what you're talking about. You're definitely gonna have to cram everything that you're probably gonna be putting in there. You're definitely gonna have to
No,
drill some.
That's not an issue.
No, it's all there.
Look,
Like, scroll up and look at the pictures of the unit. Yeah.
This is
Oh no, of his unit that he has? Yeah. I looked at that one.
that's the PC right there. So that would sit
Ooh.
right there
Yeah.
in the front, and then it would run
Um,
out here. I'd also have to turn my water block sideways to line up with the holes, possibly because this isn't a compatible motherboard. There's just
uh,
there's just too many ifs and whats, and I'm
He said, "Screw all that shit."
yeah, dude.
yeah.
Well, the reason I have
F
this
that noise.
X299 EVGA X299 Dark, it's an EATX motherboard this time around. The reason I have that is because when I took apart the old build out of the S340 Elite
He
and
broke.
was
Mhm.
cleaning the water block and
Broke
putting
it.
the water block back on, yeah, dude, I snapped a choke off the VRMs. I had a screw strip out, and I was holding one end with pliers and twisting with the other while I twisted the pliers and snapped a VRM right off. So that was a $389 mistake.
Yep, broke a choke and then wanted to choke himself.
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, I seriously, I just put everything down. I put my 1080 Ti in the boys' computers. Like, I'm borrowing your computer, and it's so fucking slow. I just got done with that, so I downloaded Apex for the Xbox One, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to fucking bed, man. Woke up the next day though, saw the federal government approve my tax returns, and it's like, well, I got $500 left from my paycheck. I'll go spend $450 at Micro Center and buy a new motherboard, and well, new motherboard, new water block, and another 360 mil radiator. And of course, I got to haggle the guys at Micro Center. They were getting annoyed by me. I could definitely tell because I was like, "You've got this motherboard for $299. You price match?" Well, it depends. As long as it's sold by Amazon and shipped by Amazon. It's like, oh, well, in that case, hold up my phone, and Amazon has it for $249. Oh, well, we'll price match that. I said, okay, well, Amazon doesn't have the water block that I want for $99 that you're selling for $109, but EKWB, the manufacturer, has that water block for $99. Now, Amazon's selling it for $109 just like you guys are, but the manufacturer is selling it cheaper than both y'all. They're selling the digital addressable RGB one for $109. Well, normally we don't match manufacturer websites, but we'll do it this time. I said, that's cool, man. I tell you what, though, you've got them both beat on the price of the 360 millimeter radiator, so I'll just keep your price on that one. And then I was like, and I got a certain budget I want to work with, so before I even take this up to the front, can you work me up a total with tax? He was.
If I had to deal with you,
fucking pissed, dude. Little fucking shaved head ginger motherfucker. You trying to hide that you're soulless, man? I know you are.
And he doesn't care.
Did not give a shit. And then I had Lance with me. I had my brother with me, and he was wanting the Elgato HD 60 Pro.
Yeah, man.
And he couldn't find it. It's like, let's just go ask someone. I enjoy haggling and being.
You better ask somebody.
And so guy's like, yeah, we got these right over here. And I was like, holy shit, dude, that's $249. And my brother's like, you price match, right? Pulls out his phone with Amazon. Amazon's got it for $179. All right.
that guy hated you too. Oh my
just
god!
Lucky that I ordered all the stuff I currently have ordered from Amazon and didn't go back, because I would make them price match everything.
Oh man, they would have been like this guy. Like you would have had like a picture like near the door that says "Do not let in."
He walks in with his phone and goes, "Here's my shopping list. Pull the parts, please."
That's essentially what I do, because the whole time I'm traveling there, dude, I'm clicking on my phone, putting everything I want from their store in my cart, then pulling up everything where everyone else is selling it cheaper on separate tabs. So I walk in and I know exactly what they're going to charge me, tax and all, and then I pull up what their competitors are charging and make them match it or beat it. So,
PBO.
I mean, haggling is a fun thing to do. I feel like it's a lost art. I mean, you can't really haggle anything anymore. It's not like you can go to McDonald's and be like, you know, that McDouble is a decent burger, but I'm not paying $1.79 for it or whatever the fuck they charge for a McDouble these days.
I've seen
They're
what
gonna be
your
like,
prices
well,
are for your beef.
Then get the fuck out of here. Well, I can go to Burger King and get something similar for 99 cents. Well, then go to fucking Burger King. That's what you're going to get there.
Mm-hmm.
You can haggle at Micro Center.
I was about to say, you go to a restaurant, try to haggle, they're going to be like, get the fuck out of here.
I do want to touch
This
on
was
something
adequately.
that ties into what you mentioned earlier, Guru. Unofficial sponsor. Won't be a sponsor at all, but dude who used to work with me, still a good friend, started his own t-shirt company.
Ooh.
So he's mocking me up an Angry Dandelion t-shirt with the original hand-drawn logo on the front, and I asked him to either A, put my gamer tag sewn together on the back, or B, put facebook.com/theangrydandelion on the back. So he's supposed to send me a trial of that, and if I like it, we'll be able to have some t-shirts for everyone. And he's going to get me his price listing, and we'll all kind of determine a price out of that, and we'll just have people DM us for t-shirts, send it to our Angry Dandelion PayPal, and I'll take whatever the cost is out of it, or whoever fronts the cost at that point. If I'm tight on cash and you have to front, or Thump has to front the cost of the shirt to get things rolling, get your money back, and then we'll just let the difference pool up until we can get something we all enjoy, or
We get Guru's computer.
yeah, we can get Guru a PC.
Oh, man.
Or we
Which
just,
rate?
Or
I'll
Thump,
never
we can
sleep.
we can just pay for our gas to take our old parts and drive to Guru and assemble a PC on his front porch.
I'll never sleep.
That would
Why
actually,
the front
that would
porch?
Actually,
Like,
that would actually
what's wrong
make
with my
for-
living room?
That would make for a fun Wednesday.
What's wrong with my living room?
Road trip into Guru's. It's about equidistant, isn't it?
Just about.
I think it's a little closer for Thump, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to
gonna be
say,
much,
it's not
'cause
very
I-
much.
But I
It's not
have the
very
mountain. I have the mountains to go through, so my trip gets longer because the roads start doing this
Oh,
a lot.
yeah.
Dude, you
I
gotta
totally
think I'm-
forgot about that mountain you got to go
Yeah, because
across.
I'm going to be cutting down through Cincinnati, Kentucky. I don't have to hit West Virginia and go through the mountains or anything like that.
No. Yours is
No,
basically
I
a
have
straight
to-
shot.
Mine, as a straight shot, goes straight over the Appalachian Trail. So
Mm-hmm.
Hey, maybe you
It
can just
does.
walk the Appalachian Trail to Guru's.
Walk it?
they
Actually, the dude who's making the T-shirts, man, he took vacation and started with his dad, and then finished the last half of the Appalachian Trail by himself.
Really?
yeah, it's a serious hike. You got to have
Yeah,
some
it
time.
is.
You got to have some time to do it. Like, you can take a vacation but you better have some extended vacation. And you can
Bring
hike
some
the whole
camping
thing.
gear.
There are great trails. I mean, of course you have
Yeah.
your camping gear. But I'm saying, when you're going to go this type of hiking, yeah, the Appalachian Trail is great. I know a lot of people who have done it. I've camped portions of it and hiked portions of it, but never done the whole thing. That's like I said, you need to take some time off to do that.
I was about to say, I've done a portion of it, but never. Like, that's a good ways.
Well,
I'd
I mean,
die.
I've done a state
We'll
and a
just-
half.
We'll just get someone a GoPro, and they can walk it for me. Strap it to their head, and I'll just pretend like, oh, look over there.
Put on your VR gear and be like, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll get
GoPro.
somebody with one of those. We'll get somebody with one of those 360 cameras. That way
Yeah.
you can actually look where you want to.
Yeah, yeah. And then,
Actually,
and then I'll-
it's already available.
and
it's already
then-
available. Let's
Then,
go ahead and
yeah,
Google
then
it.
I can tell people that I have hiked the Appalachian Trail. Like, yeah, I went
From
there.
your couch.
Yeah. Like, yeah, dude, I checked out the Appalachian Trail the other day. Dude, you were at work yesterday. Don't matter, man. I got, you know me. I got the ability to do whatever I want.
I'm a wizard.
I got it like that. I'm like the Flash. Except
Oh dear
fat.
Lord.
I got red on
I
at least. I'm the Fat Flash. I move at about 1/1,000,000th of the speed. I can't really phase through objects, but man, if I run into them, they get knocked the fuck down.
Oh God. OMG.
I should do that. We should just go to like a Comic-Con and I'll just go as the Fat Flash.
Eh,
I like red.
I would be down to see that.
That'd be hilarious. I'll make sure it's nice and skin tight so the gut sticks out well.
Oh God.
I'll make sure there's some plumber's crack going on. You know, it'll be good. I'll be hammered drunk too, so I'll get kicked out right away.
Real fast. You
Link-
can't arrest me. I'm a superhero. Like,
Watch this.
Link-
I'll just phase out of these head. Fuck.
Got a link in Skype there.
Oh, I don't even have.
oh, I can't even mess with that link.
No.
Oh, the Appalachian.
I can't touch it. And I completely removed Skype from my computer.
There we go.
Really?
Free virtual.
Pissed me off. It pissed me off. It pissed me off, dude. Every single time I would fire up the laptop, it was like, you need to do this. And I was like, no.
Via GPS or via treadmill speed. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
Who said anything about treadmill? And GPS means I'm actually moving.
Well, it's also saying that you can do the virtual walk.
Yeah.
It tracks your walking via GPS or via treadmill speed and uses your distance to take you on a virtual walk. See, I gotta be on a fucking treadmill, dude. Nope.
Mhm.
Those sneaky buggers.
I get my steps in at work. Hell, that's how I got my fucking computer case, man. I hadn't signed on to this work fitness wellness app, not fitness, wellness app, in 2 fucking years. And I sign on, dude, and I had enough freaking wellness points just from walking around at work and doing biometric screenings and shit that I got $145 in Amazon gift cards.
Damn.
And that's how I bought my new case.
Shit. I've been starting to do like walking in the morning whenever I wake up in the morning before I gotta wake up the little one and make sure the missus is also rolling out of bed.
But I get anywhere from like 8,000 to like 28,000 steps a day at work. It just depends on the day.
Well, Thump was talking about a couple of times, I've been going out for little steps here and there. And I was like, man, I really should start probably doing that. Except I don't have a neat little watch to make me motivated to do it. I just needed apparently a friend with a watch to kind of motivate me to do it.
You got your sweet iPhone. Doesn't that have step tracking?
Yeah, it does. If he turns
Like-
it on.
You think I turned that on my phone? My phone's for like YouTube, porn, video games, videos I don't feel like watching while I'm that I feel like watching while I'm also playing a
You can
game.
Watch porn while you get your steps in.
It's true.
I feel like those are not the right steps that the step tracker is
Well,
actually
at least
meant
you get a good
for.
arm workout.
I don't think it like I could strap it to my arm.
It's not true.
Have you tried it? I
Holy
love
shit,
the
this
look.
dude's moving
I
like
love-
70 miles an hour.
I love how the look
back
on
and
the
forth in
face.
the
He's
same
like,
place,
maybe it will track my jerking
And that's
moves.
what guru phases.
There was a lot of jokes. There was like a lot of jokes. One was like, guy goes to the bathroom, of course for his personal alone time, but since him and his girl are both sharing software, so to speak, basically, his phone goes off.
They
and
both share a vibrator.
she's like, comes up knocking on the door. What are you doing? You just took 1,000 steps in the past 2 minutes. Are you okay in there?
Are you okay in there? Oh man.
But it was also a question I think posed by the 8-Bit Bros is, does it count? And no, not on mine or her watch does it count.
Have you experimented?
Whether I or she does it doesn't count.
Well, that's unacceptable, and you should probably contact your watchmaker and be like, "Look, I know this is a workout because one of us is breaking a sweat."
I know.
No.
I know
No.
this is a workout.
No, see, here's where
Someone's burning calories.
Here's what you would determining. I haven't tried this part of the equation yet, but determining your stride length, which you can adjust for walking on how it tracks your steps. I guess you could substitute X stride length for X stroke length.
There we go. You know what, guys? We need to trademark this. We need to make a smartwatch that tracks your strokes.
I haven't tested this theory
We're
yet.
not talking about rowing boats, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, I think your math is off. Do you not see how jacked this arm is? It's saying that I'm only doing this. I know I'm doing more.
That's right.
Sometimes I switch it up.
Yeah, what do I do then?
Watch out on leg day.
I don't even want to fucking figure that one out. Like,
I mean, is it like you jump up and down and like put your heels together or something? You know, I'm not quite sure how that works.
How flexible do you have to be able to do a leg day? Like,
I've been doing yoga it's like that old Will Ferrell SNL skit where he does yoga so long so he can suck himself off.
oh my god, yeah.
There you go. Yoga counts, right?
It wouldn't be a good episode if we didn't come up with some bullshit out of our asses like this.
This is true. This is true. So, yeah. So, Thump, I saw you was on the Destiny today.
Oh, were you back on that?
Well, I got on for a little bit earlier today. I, like you, have been bouncing around. When him and I walked away last week after everything died.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, when we walked away from that, we've been searching and waiting. Friday is when the relief comes for most of us. Well, he's getting Anthem tomorrow.
Yes, it said when
You're getting it tomorrow.
I reinstated my Origin Access Premier for $14.99. And
PC not
Anthem
only
drops on the 14th, so happy Valentine's Day to me.
Not only that, but he gets unlimited access to the game starting from that moment, where console users only get 10 hours of gameplay.
I was about to say.
And I get like the Premier Edition. So I get all the bonus content from like the highest tier edition. And the beauty of it is, if after a month I don't want to play Anthem anymore, I just cancel the subscription.
Yeah, right now I still haven't even freaking gotten it. I'm waiting
$15
for
a $60 game until I get burnt out on it.
Yeah, right now I'm waiting for essentially payday, because we wound up having to use the money that I was going to wind up using to buy the game. But I'm kind of waiting to. I'm seeing it as a good thing in a way, but at the same time, feel like I'm going to be behind because of it, but I'm still curious on how much actual content's going to be there.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
much.
measuring.
I mean, they already got DLC on the way, like
6 days.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
6 days.
6 days right after the game.
After the main launch, yeah, 6 days.
Mhm.
So you're not going to be starved for content because only the no-lifers are going to get through all of that content in 6 days.
Oh yeah.
So you're not. It's not really going to be well. It has the potential to not be content starved. It depends on what they drop on that 7th day.
Exactly. Which will also determine how a lot of people are going to be able to determine on the life expectancy.
Yeah.
The life expectancy. I can't even speak right.
Expectancy.
I can't even speak right now. But the lifespan of the game.
Flashbacks of the ads.
Yeah, right.
I'm having liner day flashbacks.
Oh my God. Liner Day. Guru on Liner Day.
Thump, you
5
touched on
minute-
it a little bit.
5 minutes of recording. 5 minutes of recording. And that was both of us. We were done.
I don't want to talk about it.
45 minutes after that.
We dumped
Shut.
Atlas, dude. We dumped it like a bad ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, is that a comment towards somebody? Did somebody ask about it?
No, I was just you mentioned Atlas a little bit and how everything was dying. Where we left off last week, so just to bring everybody up to speed, is we were out adventuring. We lost a lot of tames due to a bunch of bullshit. Well, we logged in the other day. In our
Thursday. Actually, Wednesday we lost tames. Thursday he logged in and we lost the galleon that we were riding on.
They did an update and a server rollback, and it put the galleon either in shallow water or someone used an exploit and built structures into the side of our ship and sunk it. There's a lot of people leaving Atlas, man. Mass Exodus. Hell, it's already on sale on Steam for 70% off, or 17% off. Was on sale already for 17% off.
Yeah, I saw that
also-
whenever I logged in today on the laptop. It was like, yo, check out this deal. And I was like, whoa, what happened here?
Another game that's on sale is Game of the Year.
Red Dead?
Red Dead is on sale now for $40.
Have they still figured out their multiplayer on that yet?
October, November, December, January.
It was just
February,
lacking. It was lacking content. That's all.
Are they still? Are they finally pumping in some content for it?
I don't know. Don't really care. I got my $60 worth out of the story.
Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, a lot of people got their fill just off the single player. The single player was definitely what I've seen and what I've been reading has been great.
It was emotionally engaging. I mean, if we think about it back to when we first started playing Atlas, and we started to have vitamin deficiencies, I was saying I had the Arthur Morgan disease because you sit there and cough and stuff, man. So, but the storytelling in that game was great. You had an emotional connection to Arthur Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
The soundtrack helped a lot with that too, but by the end of it, you're like, damn, dude, this sucks. He was actually a good guy. And
he's a dude.
And
a dude.
And now he's dead.
Yep, he was a dude. Now he's a dead dude.
He got the tuberculosis, man. Got the Arthur Morgan disease.
Got the tuberculosis.
I'm renaming that. Actually, for my work, you have to get TB test once a year. I'm going to start calling it the Arthur Morgan test.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
You got to go get your AMs done. You got to go get your AMs done.
You got to get... They take non-active frickin' TB and inject it just under your skin. And if it stays raised and swelling, you don't have a job. because you just tested positive for TB. Now, some people get false positives and you have to go have x-rays done. But yeah, the Arthur Morgan disease, man.
Get his AMs. Woo!
So yeah, so we left. We're done with Atlas. I broke it to the rest of the abilities. What was that, Tuesday?
Yep, go get our tames if you want them. The
Yep.
ones that are left.
Do what you want with our base. Do what you want with our ships. Just hold on to the Fool's Errand for me, because that's my brig, and I like it. That was me and Thump's main adventure boat.
Yep.
And then we moved.
Even
on to
though
the
we were
Galleon.
we were really having a good time with the Galleon, that was going to be a great damn trip.
Yep, we were just never coming back home, man.
Yeah, that was it. Like on the Galleon, we felt we were just going to stay out on the water.
Yeah, we were never going home, dude. We had everything we
Everything.
needed. We could store, craft, build anything we wanted on the Galleon, and there was enough storage to do it all.
Yep.
We had over 8K gold on the ship when it got sunk. Tons of legendary masterwork, fine journeyman
Blueprints that we were almost done building.
Rare. We had multiple chests with rare materials loaded down in them.
Yeah.
And it all ended up on someone's dock that they built into the boat in chests that were locked.
Yep.
I really hope that they fix. I don't want to see that game die already before it even finishes development. But I mean, they really need to.
It's funny you mentioned that.
It already is.
It's dying first and foremost, and they just posted into their Discord that they're asking the community what kind of animals they'd like to tame because people aren't happy with the tames. So now they're reaching out to the community to develop their own fucking game. Because people aren't happy with it. It's on sale little over a month after, almost 2 months after release, and it was only $24.99 to begin with.
I mean, they had a great
shot up to
concept of a
$60.
game.
No, it doesn't shoot up to $60 until it comes out of early access. It's $29.99.
I mean, they have a great concept for a game and everything else. It's just a lot of the bugs that everybody's having an issue with needs to get solved.
The truth of the matter is, they sold it as a pirate MMO, and they released it as an Ark reskin. Now, they released it into early access, but they're following that same Ark model of we're going to give you an early access game, get all of our money while it's in early access, and then we don't give a shit.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't respond to support tickets you put in. Because I put in support tickets about the shit that had been happening to us. Hell, One of the buildies, she freaking logged on and all of her tigers had disappeared. Just fucking straight up disappeared. Shit's fallen through foundations. Shit's fallen through floors. Shit's just
she also
fucking beaming down through the map. I mean,
she also stayed awake, zombified for 3 days, rearing a cub,
and it died.
Minutes from completion. She couldn't get enough heat around it.
17 penguins, throwing buckets of water on it to keep it cool when it needed to be cool. Honestly, Atlas would have been a great summer release.
Oh yeah, something you could have banked out a whole bunch of time over the summer with and been done at the end of it. They could have banked a whole lot more money at that point.
And they could have polished it a hell of a lot more. Even for early access. I'm sorry. Every game is early access anymore. All games are a service unless they're a single player game.
Or they have a lot
of the industry, in my opinion.
That or they have a lot riding on it. Like shit, the 2 games I've been playing, I mean, both of them had nothing essentially, especially Warframe. DE, they had nothing basically whenever they came out with Warframe. They basically were broke at that point. It was going to be make it or break it on that game.
Right.
And then Trove, they just swapped developers. The old devs got bought out. They have a whole brand new dev team on this one.
That happens.
So,
But yeah, go for it.
I'm done with Atlas.
And we moved on to Apex, which we talked a little bit about last week when we were basically going, oh, look, this is out. And there's a lot of people streaming it. And I said something about the subtle details of that game that are different from Fortnite, that it looked like it had the potential to dethrone Fortnite. I'll go in right now. And let's see. Go to browse. Number one game on the category with 319,000 viewers, which Apex Legends one list. Followed by, at this point right now, it's actually Fortnite. Fortnite was all the way down to number 5 at one point earlier today. But I want you to hear the difference and disparity in numbers here. Fortnite chiming in the number 2 spot, 82,000.
Damn.
A difference of 200 and like 10,000, 220,000, easy.
Oh shit, yeah. Right now, Mixer Apex is on
5,000 people.
Yeah.
That's like max viewer over there. I know, like their top chart games, they're only getting like 5,000 people.
Man, they still need to work on that.
Well, they've done a lot.
Mixer right now, actually, they're still in the lead too. They got for Mixer 15,148. Fortnite with only 10,599.
Yeah. And it's like that pretty much across all platforms right now. I guess if you'd go to YouTube's live streaming games and Facebook's live streaming the games, Apex is definitely a lot higher up. It's funny, Facebook, though, you know what the highest viewed games are? Retro games.
Yeah, I've been actually seeing that.
Crowd, man. Older crowd.
That's because Facebook's full of old people.
Dude, PUBG's been actually bumped down pretty bad on Mixer.
PUBG's number 10 with Call of Duty Black Ops.
Right after that.
Just ahead of that. Then
actually,
Dota.
for Mixer, it's behind it. PUBG's in front of Call of Duty on the Mixer. And then in front of both of them is Forza Horizon 4. Forza Horizon 4 on Mixer. Yeah, Forza Horizon 4 right now on Mixer is number 4.
They must have... Turn 10 must be broadcasting.
I know back in the day when Sea of Thieves first dropped, when we were co-streaming that shit, we were the number one streamer for Sea of Thieves.
Yeah,
that had happened.
We had the top on Mixer for Sea of Thieves. Top views at one point, yeah. And so whatever anyone else who got paid for it, we were there first.
Sucker!
World's first.
I still wish that there was more content being brought to that game to keep us in there and entertained. So wish that game would have kept on pumping in.
Another scenario where I know it got delayed a bunch, but you still released it too early.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sea of Thieves, definitely. They should have waited.
Where they're supposedly at right now is supposed to be way better than the game that we originally had started playing.
And I want to go back and check it out, but at the same time, I don't. Because
Yeah, I have that same feel. I
That
really
means
do.
that means pulling the old crews together and getting everybody refocused on being crews.
that's
And then
fucking near
having to turn
impossible.
around and then turn around and basically taking over ships, which, by the way, we were probably the first ones that legitly pirated other ships. We didn't go
Oh, we
on
were
your
the first
ship
ones
and
to go
go,
get fleet. We were the first ones to fleet up on a server.
Yep, that's for sure. Because there was no alliances or whatever when we were playing that motherfucking game. It was, we pulled up on a ship. Hey, you work for us now.
We've
Or
got
we're gonna sink your
photographic.
fucking ship.
We've got
or we're blowing you out of the water.
We've got photographic evidence of 3 ships being in a location, turning in loot, spreading it out evenly amongst the crews by hand, not just turning it in and letting everybody else get their chunk like alliances did. We split loot on a shoreline to make sure all our boats were taken care of.
We do have photographic evidence of that.
Yeah, we do.
And,
We were the first ones that didn't go, hey, guys, can we please have your ship? No, we went and was like, your ship is ours now.
Yeah, they didn't join up by choice at first.
No, we were like, we'll work with you, but you're going to work for us.
I still miss that one dude, my first lackey, man.
Oh, man.
The dude on the sloop, he did whatever the fuck. I was like, jump up and down. He jumped up and down. I was like, hey, carry this over here for me. I'll give you what I don't want. And he was okay with it.
It was great.
He basically got table scraps, and it was beautiful. He was just so happy with it. And he was the first experiment, and we were like, can we put this on a bigger scale? Do you think we could take over a galleon, maybe?
And we did!
Oh, good times. Good times. That game is how we all got back together after freaking ESO.
Oh, yes. Split us up. After ESO split us up, like where we were all just like went off different directions away from ESO.
Yeah, we all completely went to different games essentially, and next thing you know, freaking Sea of Thieves came out, and we were like, yo, we're all playing this. It's cross-platform.
It was cross-platform, and that's what really, I think, brought us all back together, and that's why us and a lot of other people are demanding more of that. We want, like, every time me and Stone hear of a game coming out, we're like, oh, please, is it going to be cross-play? Is it going to be cross-play? Because there are games. We're like, man, we want to play with all the guys that like playing on the Xbox.
Like,
but we also don't want to
give up. We
don't want to give up our mouse and keyboard either. So
I completely understand that.
In our graphics.
Yeah.
We don't want to give up the mouse and keyboard or the performance.
Something about true 60 FPS and 4K or.
Yeah, something along those lines, you know.
But yeah, a lot of these new games, like every single time, I'm like, man, is it going to be cross-platform? That way we can all freaking group up again. Because like the last game we really played so far has been like Sea of Thieves. That was really the last one that we hardcore stuck with and played. We tried other games essentially, and it didn't really stick for too long.
We tried the zombie.
Yeah,
but
that had bugs.
They built that cross-platform really weird, so it wasn't easy to be part of everybody's game. You'd have to like sit down and go, all right, well, whose game are we going to be a part of? Because that was the game you became part of.
Yeah, and it kind of split certain things a little bit here and there, and it was just like
drop out co-op. Is all versus a persistent world, and it would have been much better as a persistent world.
Yep.
Man,
good game nonetheless. I mean, I enjoyed the little bit I did play of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I still haven't even finished it.
We expected.
I'm at the last part, but I didn't care about the last part. I was like, oh, I've already
bugged out to where I couldn't get leadership perks or whatever the fuck they were.
That's right.
You remember the hours we would spend on making sure we had perfect 3 rolls?
I had a dude whose nickname was God Mode. And he was motherfucking badass. And that wasn't me who gave him that nickname. It was the game.
Yeah.
I rolled that character. And he was a badass. And then his leadership or whatever perk glitched out to where I couldn't promote him any further. And then I
All
had
three of
another
us
one
with
do that.
spreadsheets.
And it's like, yeah, fuck this game, man.
All three of us with spreadsheets. Actually, me and Stone did a freaking co-stream of just me and him just going through stats of characters and getting perfect rollout peeps and just going to town after that. Just being like, all right, this guy's got this, and it also has this, so he should survive pretty well, but he doesn't have this right little perk ability like that would help out for the beginning part.
Right.
Get out of here. Like,
Yeah, you're not here anymore. You go.
Sorry you had everything else right, but yeah, just we're lacking on this.
It's like me and trying to set up my RimWorld groups because you get a 3-person drop in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And you want them to be able to, like, you want them a little intellectual. You want them with good combats. You know you're dropping with a handgun, a long rifle, and a knife. So you want 2 people who are fairly decent at shooting and 1 person who's a little bit better at melee combat.
Right.
But then they've got to be able to mine and cut down trees and garden and work stone and everything else. Like, you got to get all of them all set up. And so you're trying to find like good balances with good, like, learning abilities, intellectual status matters. And trying to get those perfect rolls. And it's fun with that game because the longer you're able to keep your initial 3 alive, now they have these fallback characters. I've been playing that too again since I've been away from Atlas, like during this week. RimWorld just came back. Destiny came back today because of Crimson Days, just to go in and kind of get some of that stuff because I'd like to get my hands on that bow. They say the bow's really the only reason to play Crimson Days right now.
Dang.
Like, everything else about it, like, yeah, there's going to be all kinds of whatever, but the bow is supposed to be really the thing that every player should be able to get their hands on.
I know you and me have been.
We should segue that into Activision after your statement here, Guru, because that's interesting news.
Ooh, yeah, I was reading on that. Yeah, you and me both have been blowing the dust off some older games that we used to play. Like,
oh, dude, look, I
started
Forza
with Warframe
Motorsport
for me, and then it wound up being Trove right after that. I was like, man, if you would have told me like a month ago that I would have been picking up these games again.
Forza Motorsport 7. Can I not unmute him after I mute him?
Who'd you mute?
Guru.
Oh, he's muted to me.
Yeah, I know, but I can't. Can you unmute you? Yeah, there he goes. Oh, mute, unmute, mute.
How do I have control of me unmuting myself after you mute me? What the fuck is that shit?
I don't know.
That
But
means,
it was pretty funny. Guru, he has no power over you.
Nope. I could just shut you up a little bit, but that's it. You'll talk again.
He'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be talking. Debo tell me to shut up. I shut up. When he leave, I talk again.
Damn right.
That was good.
That's my bike, punk. My grandmama gave me that chain. What chain?
Yeah. But you were saying Forza 7?
Yeah, Forza 7. Like, pulled that up out of the woodworks, all because of a dopey car I saw through the Forza Hub. If anybody who plays any of the Forza games doesn't keep a regular check on your Forza Hub, they're quit playing Forza, delete all the games, and never pick them back up again. You don't deserve to be playing.
Well, I'll be back. I gotta uninstall some games here.
Literally, I'm saying you're missing out on like free money that they give is kind of really the only reason I say about Forza Hub is because for every game they've ever dropped and every month that you go to the Forza Hub and check it, it deposits money into those games for you to have.
Ooh.
So Forza 2, if you still got a system running it, they will still deposit money into that month by month by month by month. If you just go look at Forza Hub and go, oh, what's going on here? Free money. And I've got Forza Horizon 2, Forza Horizon 3, Forza Horizon 3, Forza Horizon 4, Forza Motorsports 5, 6, and 7. Now, I don't log into those other games and download the deposit that came in, but I do for Forza 4 and Forza 7 download my free 300,000, 500,000, 600,000, according to whatever they're giving away that month, and take the free money because it's fucking free money. In a game that wants you to buy every one of the cars that's available and shit like that, you need the money.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're giving away 300 grand in free money a month, it is so worth it. Just like that crown. It is so worth it.
Motherfucking free. What's sad is this is the first time I've had anything to drink since I got this bottle about a month ago.
Damn.
Which also says that he hit it pretty hard a month ago, and there's a reason probably why he stepped away. He was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need that for a while.
I'm going to leave that
I
there.
just haven't really been in the mood to do any drinking.
No swashbuckling.
I mean, I got to be up at 4 a.m. tomorrow, but I figured I'd imbibe just a little bit this evening. Nothing too crazy.
You go. Right.
I got some really long weeks coming up at work, so I've got dinners for the community. I've got fancy dinners for the residents. I've got Sunday brunch for the residents and their family. I've just got a lot of shit going on.
It's all happening.
Yeah, pretty much. And on top of that, I'm going to be shorthanded for about another month, so going to be putting in some hours.
Yep, all of the perfect that had lined up that we were talking about, him getting his weekends back and getting to take some time and then right after all of that happened, he went to work and this lady goes, yeah, so I'm going to put him a 2-week notice.
Yeah. He's
like, son of a bitch. Actually, no, you bitch.
It is what it is, man. You know, I will say that me and my team have pulled together, and it's been a rocky 2 years since I went to this campus, and just trying to find the right people to fit in that actually give a damn about what we're doing. And so we're getting there. I'm going to stay positive about it, man.
House motherfucking Gryffindor.
That's right. I'm proud of my team, man. Proud of my team. Had the local health inspector in yesterday. He said everything looked good.
Did you tell him that you were part of Gryffindor?
He was impressed. I did not tell him that, but I did show him the beer that I'm brewing, and he was impressed by that.
Like, well, damn. Doing that here, are you? Shit, that's even up to code. Nice.
Yeah, pretty much. Things are going to stay positive. There's rough days, as with anything, man, but we're going to stay on the up and up, and I have the modest goal of being the best kitchen in the company. It's just modest. There's only 110 campuses we're competing with, so.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, it's just like my girl is, her store is best in region.
We're going to start with region, and that's just 9 campuses. And then we're going to push on to the whole company.
I think she's got 100 and something for her region. So, but you're talking about a CVS versus a resident community.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's. Yeah. But Yeah, things are going well. So I'm not gonna sweat it, man. I'm just gonna go
No.
there. I'm gonna cook some good ass food, make some old people happy, and I'm gonna enjoy my life.
Yep, and hopefully the next person that he gets hired in here
Got him hired already, man.
is better than the person who's leaving.
I've already got them hired, and I firmly believe that they are better. So,
Yep. Then he's moving even more in the right direction.
one of them actually ran a bistro at Ohio State University with 30 employees under her.
Oh, well, you got somebody with some real experience then,
Mm-hmm.
and from your favorite little alma mater there.
Yeah. I'm interested. No, we talked about it. I'm interested to see what the transfer from Georgia can do. Fields.
I went through a like a roadmap of sorts for national championships, football national championships, and it's really funny when you go back to the beginning when it was Princeton, Harvard, Yale, and they were all that was it. That was it. They were the ones winning. They were the ones competing. They were that was it.
Yeah, now they're just a bunch of fucking nerds.
It was all Ivy League schools back in the day, like in the beginning of the football national championships. It was all Ivy League schools, and it took until like the 50s before you started getting a real mix of other schools.
I've got a Frozen You and a Frozen Guru on XSplit.
Oh, that's no bueno.
So kick me out.
It's just like the NDI crashed. Hold on.
I was gonna say, kick me out and restart me. That's funny. I got a great look though. You're cheesing from one ear to the other, and I'm sitting there like, huh.
Yeah. You. And Zone's just
weird.
Zone's just moving around, looking at the computer, going, "What the hell is wrong with this piece of shit now?"
Refresh. Welcome back, Thumb.
All right.
And this one should be Guru. Refresh. Welcome back, Guru. God damn, do I love fucking NDI, dude. That would have been like, all right, I need to shut down the stream thing before we started using the fucking NDI, man. So that is nice. On Discord, that would have been a fucked stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We would have had to start up a whole brand new stream.
Yeah. So, God bless NDI.
That's funny. You went from cheese to your hand over your mouth.
I know. I saw the change. I moved over real quick just to see like how we were frozen. And whenever he said refresh, I just watched it go from like to like.
Like covering your mouth was going to change what the still image was.
Yeah. Right. Don't look.
I'm not cheesing.
I swear to God, this isn't me.
So, we touched on it. Activision, man. What the fuck is going on there?
Okay, so yeah, I brought up Bungie, of course, and their little Valentine's thing they got going on, and it's not bringing me back again right now for playing.
YouTube? Carry on. You keep talking. I'll fix it.
But I'm checking it out to see, what the Crimson Days thing is, and all this news is rumbling around that Activision finally had a rebuttal to why they separated from Bungie and what was going on there and what their plan was. And they said it was because Bungie wasn't making their projected numbers and it was time for them to go. And then on the heels of them making this kind of claim that it was Bungie's fault, they have the nerve to lay off 800 employees at Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
So how is the company that you just got rid of the reason that you got rid of them? How are they the ones at fault when you're the ones firing people?
I personally think Call of Duty's probably not performing the way they expected it to either.
Of course not. Like, how many times can you come out with the same game, basically, that has been...
Blackout, whatever it was, that mode, that their Battle Royal, they thought it was going to be they thought they were about to hit Fortnite in the nuts.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Instead, they sat in a corner waiting for the ugly girl to ask him to the dance. Fucking that mode sucked.
Blizzard took a hit with Diablo with their thoughts of bringing it to mobile instead, and that it wasn't going to be available over PC. So that pissed a lot of people off. So the loyal fan base that was part of Blizzard's turned. Then, of course, Call of Duty, like we're saying, it didn't do what it was supposed to do. So that fan base turned. I mean, like I said, we didn't talk about Call of Duty being up in that top 5. It's not up there bumping uglies with Fortnite and Apex and
it's behind PUBG.
All the booby streets.
I saw an article today where Blizzard has no new games slated for 2019.
None.
Not even DLC, really.
They got nothing in the works. So they're just going to bank off of Overwatch.
That's pretty much all they've been banking off of for a minute.
Nothing new for World of Warcraft.
Overwatch is slowly starting to see a major, like, the major decline. You've got BFA just dropped, so that was what their big release was for the end of 2018. And their World of Warcraft is settled. Hearthstone's hurt right now. Their new DLC didn't do anything to help reignite a player base. Shit.
Not to lie, some of those cards were kind of interesting, but still, it didn't bring a good.
Oh, they're a ton of fun, man. I mean, even going, I like going in there and like killing.
I still need to
some.
I still need to add you on there.
Yeah, I mean, I still like going in there and playing every now and again.
That's basically all I do.
StarCraft's really not doing a whole lot. The next Diablo is gonna, like, as far as everybody's concerned, is trash. What is it? Heroes of the Storm, dead game as far as they're concerned. They pulled all their esports from it. Then you've got like where Bungie was part of that, and that game, it seems to be actually in a bit of an upswing. And the way the rumors are going right now is they're the ones that are going to hire most of these Activision employees that are being fired.
Yeah.
Well, how many fucking Destiny fans are not pumped that Activision's out the picture?
Oh, God, it was all the talk. The moment it first happened, everybody was like, finally, get that dumb fucking company out of the way and let Bungie go back to making the game they were trying to make.
I mean, that was the whole like, Activision was a big part of the reason why I stopped playing Destiny. It just...
a lot of the reason why a lot of people stopped playing.
I mean, you and me discussed it. I don't know how many times. Whenever whenever you and me were playing Destiny 1, like there was all the content we were basically getting was pretty much like in the files already that was pulled away from the game because Activision wanted to squeeze a little bit of extra cash. So we only got not even half a game. Whenever it came,
it was way
like,
worse than.
Yeah, it was like, what, 25%, maybe 20% of a game that was supposed to have been released day one?
Right,
because
we
Activision
saw how much of it was locked. Yeah, how much was locked behind the DLC. It was all complete. You just weren't going to get access to it for a year.
And how many lead story peeps and developers and stuff like that left after that?
They had a mass
left.
exodus of employees at the top of Bungie that were like, so that's what y'all are going to do? And you're telling me I can't do nothing about it. I can't say nothing about it. I can't do nothing about it. That's what you're going to do, and I just got to suck it up. Pieces.
Yeah.
And they rolled out.
I've heard that a lot of them are starting to kind of come back now that Activision's no longer a part of their little tie-in anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that they're trying to squeeze some of those guys back in, but I mean, they're probably not going to get all of them because it's like, well, you did this during this point. What makes me believe that you're not, you know what I mean? I mean, they've always came out with good games whenever they were just solo. I get it. You needed the cash to get your game out because you haven't done anything in how many years? Like, when was the last time that they came out with a game, like, in between? Like, they went through, what, 3-year span after Halo Reach? Because that was the last game they were a part of, wasn't it?
Oh,
Halo
man.
Reach?
Yeah.
You talk about that whole Bungie, Activision, 343 Studios, like
Yeah, they
that,
were splitting at that point.
the original split.
Yeah. And then they freaking went hiatus for like 3 years to make Destiny, essentially. And
Everybody got real hype about that because they were like, yo, they're fucking people from Halo's bringing something back. We're getting a game and it sounds dope. And
what they showed for EA looked great. I mean, or E3 looked freaking great.
then they were
It was like,
guess what? Activision. And you're like,
I like
fuck.
how a lot of the speculation from when Destiny was first announced, oh, dude, that looks like Borderlands.
Right?
I heard
it didn't
a
even
lot-
have the same art style. It
Well,
didn't
it
even have the
wasn't-
same
It
art.
wasn't about the art style. It was just the gameplay. Like, people were like, oh, that looks like Borderlands. I remember hearing that from a lot of people. Like, dude, it's just going to be another Borderlands. No, Borderlands is pretty much fucking dead, isn't it?
Actually,
Dude.
no, Borderlands is in the middle of a resurgence right now. Borderlands 2 is being played by quite a few.
Is it because of the VR?
No, actually, these guys came back to just the game itself
Mhm.
because of how. The same reason you and I said what we say now about Atlas, the same reason we say about what we're saying about a lot of these other games, a lot of other streamers picked up Borderlands because they were like, fuck it, I'll just go back to Borderlands. And
Mhm.
that's it. It's got that resurgence primarily just because it is Borderlands.
It was a good
Well-
game, man. They were all good games. I enjoyed playing the shit out of them. It's the
Oh,
original
yeah.
looter shooter, you know, that mainstream looter shooter, I should say.
Nice little dungeon dive game. Get like random loot. And plus, like, there was a little hiatus that they were supposed, or not hiatus, but there was a little leak that they were supposed to be coming out with like a little sneak trailer for Borderlands 3, which I'm really hoping that they're not like going to keep throwing fake news essentially for right now. It's fake news.
Right now,
And
it's
die
like
it
Half-Life 3.
down. Yeah, I was just leading it up into a Half-Life 3 comment. Like, I mean, look at them. They can't even come out with Half-Life 3. They can't because the hype's so real that if they come out with it and it's shit, boom, say bye to your company, bitch.
I
Like-
mean, Gearbox fucked up with whatever the fuck that Overwatch competitor was called. What the fuck was that game called?
I don't even remember because it was just,
It was such a fucking flop.
yeah, I think like a lot of people tried it day one and then that was like the last you ever heard of it.
Unfortunately, Borderlands 2 is sitting at 115 on the viewer list on Twitch right now with 739 viewers. Wedged in between iRacing.com and Age of Empires
Battleborn.
2.
Battleborn.
Yeah, that game fizzled real quick.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, it was like in and out, like just done.
Lawbreakers got shit on by Overwatch, but, you know, Overwatch has fallen to the wayside. Overwatch
Yeah,
is a really
actually,
good game. I'm not going to take anything from it. It is a really good game. It is,
and it's
really well
lasted a
balanced.
good amount. It's lasted a good long while, a lot longer than some people were expecting it to last.
But I'm sure there's your hardcores out there, like there's your CS:GO hardcores.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
there's a hardcore grouping enough to keep Overwatch in the top 12. Your CS goers are so hardcore though that they're still sitting as a top 5.
And plus, a lot of the CS goers usually, if they do play anything else, it's Rainbow Six.
Not for anything. The CS goers have been playing CS:GO for 20 years. They're not playing anything else.
No. I'm just saying, like the ones that I've seen for the hardcores, if they do take a small little break, like a few hours to a different game, it has always been so far Rainbow Six.
When did Counter-Strike drop?
CS:GO was like 2011, I think. See, Counter-Strike Source or Counter-Strike Original was, fuck, dude, you're talking early 2000s. If not earlier than that. I don't know for sure. I know there's probably some people who are watching who know, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pulling up my Steam right now because I've got CS:GO. Trying to look for a fucking release date on this thing.
That's weird. At some point, we were dropped.
2012.
Dang it, you beat me by 1 second.
Where did we get dropped?
We were on radio.co. We were dropped for like just a moment.
Yeah,
2012 on CS:GO.
And that game's still running hard, and we're 2000.
Counter-Strike came out November 8th, 2000.
Yeah. And I played the hell out of that game.
That was 2000, man? No. Those was my party days.
Yeah, mine too.
That was whenever I was playing PC.
Yeah.
And then went back to console.
Nope. Wasn't fucking with either one of them.
99, I was playing Ultima Online. 2000, I was playing fucking Bush Light. And
I was playing Bush Light.
Bush Light, Jack Daniels, Mad Dog 2020, which doesn't even stand for MD 2020. The MD doesn't even stand for Mad Dog. But
dude, I was multitasking during that time period. I was playing CS while playing those other games.
Nope, I was just like him and playing some pussy.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That was
some bitches.
Yeah. During that time period, I was a raver kid, so I was at underground parties and house parties, and
I was throwing the parties.
Oh no!
Mom went on vacation.
Oh no!
Left me home alone.
Oh no!
OMG!
Not around this Not around this motherfucker. There wasn't.
Yeah, dude. It was keggers in the middle of a fucking field with a bonfire in a pond.
No, I went
plenty of them.
I went to those parties, but nope. Not here.
I was living that good redneck life.
I live in the city. I've got a little under an acre lot.
Oh shit, dude. We'd fill up coolers, put them in the back of my mom's Outback, and we could spend all day touching nothing but gravel roads getting hammered.
Yeah, we used to have a buddy of ours that would have a...
I've had no problem going to those locations and doing that thing. It just wasn't happening here. And I've been here. I've been in this house since 1989. Well, I left for a while, and then now I'm back here. But
the good old days. Fuck.
I went and toured like the country and as many places as I could get to without a passport. Occasionally going to places that I needed a passport, but kind of finding other ways to get there.
I was on a tour in Perry County, Ohio. By the way, The only time Perry County, Ohio got national attention was because it has the lowest penalties for murder in the whole United States.
Well, damn.
Who was actually on Jay Leno.
Well,
Jesus.
damn. You know, another game that I'm kind of surprised has gotten the viewing attention of large numbers of people. I mean, we got 8,000 in there right now. That's not like an extremely large number. It's a top 20 game. But Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that whenever I was scanning through Mixer.
What's
Yeah.
really weird about it is they just pulled all of their, like, Wizards of the Coast is not sponsoring any of the tournaments anymore except for pro, like the big tournaments. They're not doing any of the smaller ones anymore. So where you would be able to go and do like your regional sign up, and they're not handling those anymore. In order to get to the pros, you just got to go on this amateur circuit that ain't got nothing to do with them and hope that somebody somewhere decides to put you in a pro tour.
Yeah, true.
They showed it. It's all just happened over the last month. And they showed a couple of the smaller tournaments that they showed pictures of them from a year ago versus this year. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. They pulled all the small funding out on building that player base and community because I think they've dedicated themselves into this online market now.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you go to the website and you can pay for your card packs through the website.
Oh, can you?
It's an online game for them for the most part now.
Gotcha.
Like you can still go buy Magic cards and they're still going to be releasing Magic cards, but they're trying to take this game digital at its max.
Man, I wonder how much my buddy would be able to get off of some of his cards then. Because you know,
I'm tired of getting clawed by this dog to let it out. I'll be right back.
a lot of people will probably buy up those cards.
You better get rid of them now because what's going to be the purpose of them?
True. Very true.
They're going to lose all their market value as the digital realm starts to take precedence over that. I mean, some guys are probably going to be able to hold on to them till somewhere down the road, maybe.
As a collector item, essentially.
Some of the ultra rares may get there, but
for the comment, yeah, good point. Very good point on that.
Yeah.
Another game right now I just actually looked at that's actually, I'm surprised it has a very big fluctuation like throughout the day I've noticed. But Minecraft, like on Mixer right now, Minecraft's in third.
No, really, it's all the way down to like 43rd.
I keep seeing that it fluctuates on Mixer and on Twitch.
Yeah, it was actually number 11 earlier today on Twitch, but you had a guy like Giant Waffle playing. He's also doing the Project Ozone 3 and shit like that. So
yeah,
he's taking the real high end. Like I said, seeing Hearthstone not in the top 10 is kind of really strange.
Yeah, because it was sitting there for a good little while, but like you said, the new
years.
The new
was sitting in the top 5 for years.
But the new content that they released isn't.
I mean, I play. I
still do too.
I got a new card. I got a new card back today. Like I play.
I'm still in the middle of setting up a new deck actually to mix around with some of this stuff.
Yeah, I got a new card back today that you only get by running into somebody who already has it.
Oh, really?
And they've got to actively be running it in order for you to get it.
Lucky.
Yep. It was nice. It's a corruption back. It's got feathers and fire and shit all over it. It's really nice.
Which card?
It's the back. It's a card back. It's not a front. It's not a card. It's just a card back.
It's the back.
It's what your deck looks like when you're playing.
Yeah. Right now I've been running the Overwatch for I don't know how long now.
Oh, geez. I haven't, like, I got the Overwatch, but I haven't run it, and I couldn't tell you how long.
I try to run stuff that I don't see too many people running. So I've like, whenever Overwatch was overwhelmed, I was running other ones, and now that Overwatch has been like weeded out of the whole mix, I've been throwing that on.
Yeah,
Little OG.
I mean, it's not a bad card back. It's funny now. I've got like pages of card backs now.
I haven't gotten that far.
Gotta
Like I
do.
said, I'd dip
I
into
keep
it.
doing. I keep doing my monthlies now. Like I'll go in and at least get from 25 to 24. Play enough matches to get to 24.
Yeah.
And that earns you whatever the monthly card back is for them, because they're doing a lot of backs now. Where before it wasn't like that. Like you had to have the BlizzCon back from paying for BlizzCon. That's the only way you got that's the only way you got a card back. And now they've got them like there's so many that you can get now. And some of them are really nice, some of them aren't so meh.
Do you also notice that Battlefield essentially has definitely shot themselves in the foot now?
Oh, they're dead. The game is dead. The game is officially like dead. Like they went ahead and kicked themselves in the teeth and then shot themselves in the mouth with a shotgun and then curb checked themselves and then decided that they would tell their wife they were cheating.
Yep.
Like it just, they keep compounding their selves, the damage that they've done to themselves. They're like, oh,
it's real.
They were like, it's because we didn't do a battle royal when we released the game. That's why our game sucked. That's why all our sales sucked, just because we didn't do a BR on release.
So I want to read you guys something real quick from the Atlas News on their Discord. Pathfinders in approximately 5 minutes will be redeploying our official network. This will enable 2 times harvesting, XP, gold gathering, and 3 times taming for the next 24 hours. For those wondering why, it's a little perk for Valentine's. Normally for holidays, we'd like to do something more special. And here's the kicker. But because of our recent focus being placed on redesigning core aspects of the game, and still highly iterating on stability and performance, we don't have the dev resources to allocate to something more special.
They don't?
So they're redesigning the core of the game 2 months after release because it's just that shit right now, man. It was the exploration part. Where's the focus on that?
Dude, we
levels.
The console...
No. Hold on. We know where the focus on exploration is
gaining
you have
levels, but
you have to explore 30 fucking islands to get a level. So that gives you the incentive to go explore if once you hit cap, you want a level.
But you're not exploring anything but other people's fucking bases. That's the problem. You're exploring claimed territory that everyone has shit built on. There's no real, like, we were out sailing around and exploring, but think about it, man. Everywhere we go, it's someone else's shit. There's no natural habitat to go out and explore. Lawless islands are populated because people can build on those. Unlawless regular islands are populated because everybody has those fucking claimed up. They need to limit. First of all, if they're going to redesign core aspects, your company needs to be in a nice small square. Or you need to get rid of the companies all to fucking together. As what they
Take
were
it like
thinking,
Rust. Take it like Rust.
instead of a player-driven economy where all this shit's going to happen, you see what happens when you turn the internet loose on something, man. It's fucked.
Oh yeah, they destroyed that game. They made that game to where like nobody wanted to be there anymore. Why do you want to go play a game where like every day you're losing shit?
You're losing shit. You can't accomplish anything. You can't even build a goddamn base unless you go to a lawless island, and then that only lasts for 3 days.
Unless you're on constantly keeping it repaired.
Yep.
And that means constantly.
Yeah, you have to know life that game to be able to enjoy it. And that's what we did until a week ago. I've got I think 350 plus or 370 plus hours in that game. And I have no qualms with just being like, I'm done. Take my shit. I don't care.
339 hours is what my Steam's got it listed as.
Mine right now is 370 hours on the nose.
You know what? It's still not half of what Rust is for me.
It's close to Ark for me. Ark I had 509 hours in. Ark I had my own server and it was a lot more fun.
I got 712 hours in Rust.
Like I was actually watching some YouTube videos of people who fairly popular for their Atlas videos and stuff like that. They're like, I'm no longer playing on official servers. I'll be doing tutorials and ship builds and stuff like that on one private server that I'm going to rent so I can enjoy the game. They're like, yeah, I know I'm missing out on all the other islands to explore and everything like that, but it's impossible for me to enjoy the game right now in its current state, so I'm not playing on official servers anymore.
I've got 9 more hours in Atlas than I do Civ 6. And that's about to change when the new DLC drops.
Yeah, I'll be getting that shit. What do I got in Civ 6? Where the fuck is it? Civ. There we go. It's under Civ Myers. I've got 403 in Civ 6. But you go online to play with people on Civ 6, they put right in their fucking lobby titles, don't join unless you have 1,000+ hours experience.
It's true. Because you know those people quit, though.
Not necessarily, dude. I got 407 hours and I never quit.
Yeah, but you're part of a rare group of people with that low of hours that haven't
It's because
went into a game and walked away.
Yeah, I'll see it through till the end, man. I don't care if I'm going to win or lose. I'm trying to build my damn civilization. And then
it's like ride or die.
Then I'm going to try and sneak in there with some religion and win the game. And that's how I've won online games, is because people don't pay attention to the little guy. And then here come all my missionaries and apostles out spreading religion. They're all busy at war with each other because everybody goes for that domination victory because it's the fastest. And then its victory pops up. What the fuck just happened? Man, I knew I should have taken you out.
Yep.
Religion? What?
God damn it.
Well, I mean, you know, the one good thing, when me and Sohn, we jumped over and we played some more Civ recently, and he was backing out of another game we were playing for a minute and just needed some time to veg game. He didn't want to play. He just wanted a veg game.
Mm-hmm.
And this was what he was picking. So we both ended up with Rise and Fall. That's DLC that just dropped back 8/25/18.
$39.99 for Gathering Storm, dude.
Yeah, I know, man. I looked at it.
Sokolov wants it. Shout out to Sokolov. That's a game we need to go back to, dude. We need to throwback stream some fucking what the fuck is it even called? Maelstrom.
Maelstrom, yeah.
We need to get our ship sinking satisfaction out of that maybe a little bit. I don't know what the fuck they've been doing. I haven't even paid attention since it just kind of, there was no community.
11/21/18 bundle announcement and Undead sneak peek.
Yep, that's the last news from those guys.
Yeah.
Should hit him up sometime and see what the fuck they're doing.
Just to see if he wants to play some fucking games.
Yeah,
be
Sokolov was cool, man. I mean,
hey, so what are you playing, man?
I enjoyed.
Long time no hear.
I enjoyed, you know, the Maelstrom madness that we got to play with them. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you guys enjoyed the hell out of that game until the community started dying down.
Well, it was nice to just sit and fucking kick it with a dev, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice that they're that down to earth that the devs are hopping in and just playing the game with you, talking to you like a normal person, calling you out like I'm gonna get you. you know.
Oh yeah, sitting there typing your name in chat and being like, I'm coming for you this time, right? It's like, hold up. He's gonna cheat. I know he's gonna cheat. He's a dev. I know he's gonna cheat.
But he never did. He would
No.
actually give pointers on builds and how you should structure things and stuff like that to maximize stuff. But I think I saw something a while ago about a preview into the undead stuff. Because I still have their Discord.
Yep.
So it's not like they've given up on their game. It's just like the rest of the world has.
It's just hard when you're competing with so much.
Yeah, dude. I don't know that I would want to be a game developer.
Not right now. Not with
as
much as communities dictate what you're allowed to do or capable of doing.
Yeah.
That's where single player devs have got it made. They tell their story, and that's the game. You like it, you don't like it. It is what it is. That's the story they were telling. What game was it where people got backlash for their fucking story, though? I know I bitched about it on one of these episodes. Someone was something about what game was it? They forced you to hook up with a dude to carry out Assassin's
it was
Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
You just got mad at someone telling a story, man. It's their goddamn story.
Actually, no, not for anything soon. There was a couple of streamers recently banned from streaming because they said on their stream that there are only two genders.
Oh.
I am not kidding either. That is a literal, they were like, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Scientifically speaking, that is a fact.
They were also like, one of the people was also like, y'all know I don't have no problem if you're a male who decides to become a female or a female who decides to become a male, but there is no in between. You are one or the other.
Well, there's something that I tell my employees a lot when they're frustrated with each other, and they come to me with problems. It's this simple fact. If you don't like it, even if it's not fact, like if it's not actual fact, this is the way they feel. This is their perceived reality. You have to respect that and take that into consideration when you're dealing with that person.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. That's their perceived reality. So it's fact to them, because the way Guru sees something is not the way I see something.
Fuck you, yeah, it is.
All right. but and that's a lot of the problems I deal with as a manager is like, well, this person doesn't do this and this person doesn't do that, and then that person comes to me, well, I feel like I'm not being treated fairly. Whether they are or they are not, or they are doing something to cause them to be outcast. That's their perceived reality. So that's facts to them. And if you can't respect that, then you got no place. You might as well just move the fuck on.
Yeah, right.
So that's how, I guess, if you want to be ignorant and not respect how people feel, then get banned, I guess. I mean, you have your right to your opinion and your feelings too, but you can't force it on other people.
But that's the problem. Now, this day and age that we live in, unfortunately, everybody feels like they have to force their opinion. If your opinion doesn't match the whoever else's opinion, then you're basically shunned out or basically picked on, and till you leave on your own or whatever, and it's like, wow, I'm glad that we were raised in the way we were raised back then. We didn't have these worries. Like, we never had to deal with any of this.
Right.
What the hell happened? Like,
Well, it's. I think a lot of what it is you could attribute it to social media and the internet. Is the world's more connected than it's ever been. So you're dealing with everybody's everything now, versus, before all of that, you were dealing with your community.
Yep.
And you were only hearing what your favorite news broadcaster told you. But even then, your favorite news broadcaster was trying to give you unbiased opinions.
Yeah, based on the opinions they were hearing from a whole lot of other places.
Yep.
yeah.
So,
But at least back then, a lot of us, well, depending on, I don't want to say a lot of us because who knows how big this group essentially is, pretty much thought for themselves. They were able to pick what was being broadcasted out there and be like, that's dumb. Or, dude, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Shit like that. Or go out and get their own facts instead of everybody going out and doing the research on their own, essentially, or testing it out themselves. Essentially, they just take so-and-so's word as gospel. And it's like, what the hell? Like, do you not have a mind of your own anymore? Like, is that the world we live in, essentially? Like, none of you can think for yourselves? You have to let so-and-so think for you?
the majority dictates for the minorities. It's just the way it's going to work.
Yep.
I watched YouTube driving down the road, pulled up an SNL skit. Something about some senator or governor or something from Louisiana or Mississippi or something admitted to wearing blackface in college.
Oh, no. There's that guy, but there's multiple events that are all coinciding with each other over blackface over the past 30 years. There's like the guy in Georgia, then there's the two police officers in Louisiana and Baton Rouge that did it on duty. Like, they wore blackface as a disguise to get into some shit, and actually had the picture from them like before they went out or something that was like the Soul Brothers, and posted it in the yearbook.
Well, I'm gonna give you my opinion just on the very little bit I know about it, and I'm gonna stick with this SNL skit because I was kind of like, this is dumb. In the SNL skit, the people were like, well, we did it back in the 80s. It was cool back in the 80s. And then you're like, no, it was never cool. Well, actually, at one point in time, it was cool. Look at Al Jolson. Was it appropriate? Fuck no. Absolutely not appropriate.
No.
But the majority at that time found it entertaining.
Yep.
So at one point in time, it was cool, just like fucking bowl cuts.
Oh, God.
So there's a point where you need to accept history for what it is. Was it right? No. But that is what it was.
History.
Not that's just with anything. It was popular. It was on fucking TV. It was on the radio. That's just the way it goes. But
I'm a big Sublime fan. I don't know about you guys.
I like Sublime.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, meme it up with me there, guys.
That's what I'm actually taking a look at right now. I didn't have
Is this
Facebook up.
appropriate for? Oh, I've seen that meme. Yeah, I've seen that meme. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball, but if I had $5 billion, I'd build a wall.
Actually, I did
Yep.
not see this one until just now.
Yeah, I've
That
seen
is
that one.
funny.
And
That
now
is funny.
they're talking that he's getting less than $1 billion for his fence. Because
Yeah.
they don't
Yep.
want another government shutdown. They would what the Republican Senate is saying, or some of the Republican senators and representatives are saying, just use executive order to militarize the border or whatever the fuck you want to do with it, but let's not shut down the government again because there's so many Republicans, and I don't affiliate with either side. I think they're all a bunch of fucking
Neither do
idiots.
I.
But
Yeah.
that are afraid they're not going to get reelected because of more shutdowns. Well, you cost a lot of people a lot of fucking money with your shutdowns, whether you're whether you're back paying them or not. You fucked with the American people about a fucking wall.
Yep.
Much
Not
further,
getting reelected, I can tell you that much.
Much further, and you start to piss people off enough, and you end up with another Boston Tea Party, and then you end up with another revolution.
See, we've been
Eventually,
okay
you fuck
to a
with the
degree.
people long enough.
Well, rumor had it that if they went back into a shutdown, that's what they were facing.
What, was another Boston Tea Party? Oh, it would have happened.
Everybody was suspecting that we were probably a week away from going initially before they put the 3-week barrier in place.
No, it's the right of the people to break the government.
Ooh,
A lot of the
If it
benefits that
becomes corrupt.
not for anything. This also leads into a really other funny meme that I saw earlier this week, which was a little girl and her mom went to Chick-fil-A, and the little girl picked up her food and took a bite, and mom was like, "Huh? You didn't bless your food." And she turned around and looked at her mama and said, "Well, this is Jesus's restaurant, and the food is already blessed." It's Chick-fil-A. You know, they're closed on Sunday.
Yeah.
They also said they wouldn't serve gays. Like, if it was their choice, they wouldn't. Like,
What's it fucking
everything
matter?
else.
Take their money.
everything
Money
else
is
that
money.
Chick-fil-A said. But yeah, so the little girl's argument was, "What do you mean? This is Jesus's restaurant, so the food should already be blessed."
Yeah.
And she took another bite. It was like, "What you gonna do, Mom?
Oh Lord.
This
bless
is Jesus's.
This thy chicken patty.
This is Jesus's food already. Should have been blessed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need to bless it. Those people back there did."
We got 2 minutes. And
Yeah, we do.
you,
Rolled a solid 2 hours of shit talking, rambling.
well,
Oh, wow.
One thing I wanted to point out that I thought was very interesting. I don't know if you guys saw this part. Neil Blomkamp is making a live action Anthem short.
I did.
Yes. I actually was reading an article about it yesterday, and I watched a video about it. You can actually go on his YouTube site and sit there and watch the countdown, essentially, because it's supposed to be coming out Friday. This Friday, we're supposed to see this
2/14.
video.
Tomorrow is
Two-
2/14.
Oh, it is tomorrow. My bad.
When I will be playing Anthem after I get off work.
I have
It
a
is
good one
preloaded.
for you. Are you
Hit it.
ready? I got to give a.
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's Dr. Enderlin, veterinarian / taxidermist. Quotation marks. Either way, you get your dog back.
Yes. I like it.
OMG.
I like it. Motherfucker's not a liar. I give him that.
No, he is not. That is definitely some of the truth. I got 15 seconds of on the air time. We have been the Angry Danny Lions. We appreciate the lead in from Mr. Tom Gully, the one, the only, the man leading the network in every way he can possibly do it, putting them heavy memes out there for everybody. We appreciate it. And thank you, Ironic Radio. On that,
Toodaloo.
to the motherfucking loo.
See ya.
All right. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I do got to be up at 4 in the morning. So I'm probably going to go ahead and in the streams now.
Yeah, I made supper before we even started, and everybody else has gotten to eat it.
Yeah, mine's I can smell mine almost being done.
When I ran to the gas station, I got some beef jerky.
I got some of that in the kitchen too.
That's
well, my girl says it's hers, but
I want to get some of that savage jerky that they're always talking about on the WAN show, but I don't want to order jerky online.
Really? Oh, yeah.
I don't either.
You can't get it locally?
Savage jerky? No.
Oh.
I mean, they're eating it up in Canada. It's a sponsor of the WAN show. But
it's good stuff.
I mean,
yeah, we don't have any of it around here.
Savage jerky. Shop now. Let's just go on a little tour here. Before we get off the air, we'll tour beef jerkies.
It's worth it.
Cracked pepper and sea salt. Beef jerky's already salty enough. I'm not a big fan of teriyaki beef jerky. Used to. This is some of the stuff that I want to try. Mojo jalapeno, mojo habanero.
Yes.
I would try the sriracha bacon. I don't know about sriracha teriyaki.
The teriyaki stuff, the missus would be the one that would be about that.
Right there, ghost pepper buffalo sauce.
Oh, that would be so good.
Yep. Then they have one Reaper that's got the Carolina Reaper.
It does.
Hot shit today. I've never had B-Dub's Blazing Sauce today. So while I was waiting for my tires to get put on today, B-Dub's is in walking distance. So I went over and I was like, let me get a small wing, because you can't order wings by the dozen anywhere anymore. It's just small.
Yeah, it's all by ounces,
it's all by weight now.
Yeah.
But so it's like, never had your blazing sauce. I like really hot shit. Can you just like throw a few of the wings in the blaze? Oh no! They get upset if I ask them just to mix a couple wings in a certain sauce back there.
Yeah, they do.
She's like, I was like, are you fucking serious, man? So she's like, I can bring you out a side. So okay, that's fine. Meh. That's what I gotta say to the blazing sauce. Meh. It's got some heat, a little sweat on my nose, but flavor wise, meh. You can taste some citrus and you can taste the ghost pepper, but that's really it flavor wise. And at 300,000 Scoville, that's
me.
I'll take Rooster's new killer sauce. That's good. But
why you never buy a dog when you're drunk?
Oh yeah, I read it.
That's not a dog. That's a cow.
Oh man, I'd have to link y'all.
All right. You guys want to say anything to YouTube or in the lack thereof people on Facebook?
It's always been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Same angry time. Same angry YouTube.
Hold on. This is what you're going to look like as the Flash.
Yes.
What did you just send it to? Oh.
Pikachu? No. I'm not going to look like a temporary tattoo on a poorly shaved leg. Here, let me see if I can just get this up here. There we go. I don't know. I do got some rosy red cheeks, don't I? In the ears. And I have lightning coming out of my ass.
There you go.
Oh,
How do you think you got so fast?
What's fucked up is this motherfucker shaved his leg to get a temp tattoo. Stick-on tattoo. Motherfucker shaved his leg. And
yeah.
And there's some big calves if that's a lady. No offense, ladies, but there's some manly looking calves.
Hold on, let me actually go back up to that. Yes, that is.
And there's some stubble there.
A brook.
That's a chick?
Yeah.
Damn, she goes hard on leg day.
So just wanted to share my new tattoo.
She goes hard on leg
Bitch,
day.
everyone knows it's a sticker. Get the fuck
She
out of
doesn't
here.
know that people think that.
People are
The
stupid.
the wrinkles in your tattoo don't give it away at all.
Or the
Nah.
edge, or the edge line you could see around the.
I was about to say the edge line gave it away immediately as soon as I saw it. I was like, that is not a tattoo, ma'am.
All right, Fat Flash coming to a theater near you. 2025. That's when I make it big, guys. Fat Flash. I'll be old, bald, and fat, and not so fast.
With the lightning bolt coming out his butt
Yep. I'll
and
shoot
two
right
yellow
in the butt.
and two yellow dildos for ears.
That's right.
Oh, dear Lord.
It's gonna be me. Hide your kids. Hide your husbands. They're raping everybody.
Spoiler alert, this is
Wait.
what he's wearing on this year's Halloween episode.
No,
Wait, so
I'll probably-
so
now you're
I'll
a
probably wear
dolphin?
I'll probably wear a Buckeyes hat. Actually, on this year's Halloween episode. I don't dress up for shit.
Yeah.
So now you're a dolphin?
I mean, I am a pretty smart mammal.
Well, you said
I'm
you
a
were
decent-
raping it. You also said you were raping everything too, so
And I'm a pretty good swimmer.
Dolphin rape.
Dolphins rape everything.
Oh, yeah, they do. And the reason why I laughed and was
Look at
like,
Dan
dolphin
Marino. No, I'm
rape.
just kidding. Dan
Here-
Marino never
here you
raped
go.
anyone.
1999, teenager sneaks outside the home to drink alcohol. 2009, teenager sneaks outside the home to smoke weed. 2019, teenager sneaks outside the home to get a measles vaccine.
Yes. It's probably a good idea.
Also, if you know anybody who owns a Ford F-150, make sure and let them know if Ford didn't contact them already. They probably need to return their truck. 1.5 million Fords have been recalled.
Well,
That's no bueno.
No,
Wow.
that's very
that
no
doesn't
bueno.
sound very Ford tough.
No,
I see what you did there.
it is definitely not.
I'm gonna go get a new Ford truck just so I can take it back.
Yeah.
Actually, there is a video game right now. If you were to buy Guitar Hero, what was it? Guitar Hero Live? Is that the last one that came out?
I think.
I think.
You can buy it and get your money back because there is a probability that when you go to install it, it will delete the entire music file,
No.
Oh my god.
and they are refunding. They are refunding for anybody who's purchased the game and had their file erased.
Fuck me, man. All right, we've lost most of our YouTube viewers. I'm fucking pulling the plug on this shit show. Thanks for watching, everyone. Gentlemen, I'll let you say your outs. I'll say bye right now. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's so nice to close it down like usual.